moon dust here. Let's talk about the games happened on the December 6th. We only have 3 games, so it's going to be quick. The first game is the Lakers at Cleveland. They lost 102-116. I mean, a couple big storylines. We don't know how many more times LeBron is going to be playing there, right? Because right now LeBron is going to be in the Western Conference. They only really play. He plays at Cleveland once a year. So maybe he's got another 1 or 2 seasons. He played well. He had 17 rebounds. He didn't play that well. 21 points, shot the ball okay, hit 2 3s, 17 points, 4 assists, and a steal and a block. I mean, it's a great fantasy line. Another big story is that AD played for 8 minutes. He was sick apparently. Probably not COVID. Just wasn't feeling too well. Still came out and tried to play 8 minutes, couldn't do it, and left the game. So obviously we can just forget about this one from AD, who's been just a beast all year. Lonnie Walker played 24 minutes. Yeah, he's close to droppable, I think. I understand this game is a little bit of blowout, but with Dennis Schroeder back, with Patrick Beverly, you still have Russell Westbrook at the guard wing spot, Troy Brown Jr., Austin Reeves. All these guys, they come and play 20 to 25 minutes. So Lonnie Walker doesn't get guaranteed 30 minutes every night, and he's just not, because he can do a bunch of scoring, that's it. He doesn't really get a lot of defensive stats. He doesn't get a lot of assists or rebounds. So we have to think about, and he doesn't hit that many threes either. So I think it's perfectly okay to drop him and find someone else better on the waiver wire if you can. Dennis Schroeder and Patrick Beverly, none of these guys are must rosters. You could stream them, to be completely honest. And then we look at the Cavaliers. Jared Allen is back. Immediately had a great game. I don't know if it's his first game back. Maybe it's his first game. 24 points, 11 rebounds with 3 steals and a block. Really good stuff. Donovan played 39 minutes, had 43 points, 4 steals. It's a big game. Just completely dominated. Hit 4 threes, 5 for 5. Same thing with Darius Garland. 21 points, 11 assists. The Cavs backcourt, they're just playing super well this year. Although Donovan Mitchell is, I think, a sell high. He's a 9th ranked player on the season. If you can get any top 10 player back, I think you obviously do it. Evan Mobley played okay, played the power forward, just doesn't get the blocks. He still had a block here and 12 rebounds. But I'm sure if he's the center on this team, he's going to average more blocks than where he's at now, because Allen is protecting the paint for the most part. And Kevin Love played 8 minutes. Caris LeVert. Now they he just comes off the bench now. They're starting Lamar Stevens. So he's not fantasy relevant either. Let's go to the next game. This one is a surprise. The Detroit Pistons went into Miami and beat them 116-96. Interesting stuff. Corey Joseph got 25 minutes. Wow. Very interesting. The 2 young guards, Jaden Ivey and Killian Hayes, they only got 26 and 23 minutes each. I'm not sure why. But both guys are must rosters. They're just being weird with the rotation in this game. Alec Burks came in and played 21 minutes and put up a great number. 18 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists with 4 threes. Alec Burks can definitely be a streamer. Sadiq Bey comes off the bench now, but he played 30 minutes. It's a little bit counterintuitive that they're starting Isaiah Stewart and Marvin Bagley together. So that Sadiq Bey comes off the bench, but he plays 30 minutes anyways. And Marvin Bagley plays 19. So the Pistons rotation is all over the place. But we got to have Jaden Ivey, Killian Hayes, and Isaiah Stewart, all these 3 guys. Their minutes might be up and down, but most likely, 70-80%, Kate Cunningham is going to be out for the season or doing surgery or whatever. So, especially the guards, they're going to have some upside, especially when we get to the end of the season. I mean, they played Corey Joseph 5 minutes. It's fine. It's not going to happen every game. A lot of the time, the young guy's going to get a lot of minutes. We look at the Miami Heat. This is a bad loss, and they were without Jimmy Butler. So with no Jimmy Butler, Max Strus was able to come in and play 30 minutes. He's not a must roster at this point. I think we know, if Jimmy Butler is playing healthy and playing, he gets 25 minutes, comes off the bench. And even if he gets 30, maybe not enough. But he was getting 35 to 40 minutes with all the guys out. So obviously, with that minutes and increased usage, he's a must roster. He still made 3 threes though, so he could still be a streamer if the Heat got a good schedule coming up. Caleb Martin, also just a streamer in my opinion. Had 3 points here with 3 rebounds, a steal and 1 assist. Bam Adebayo of 21 points and 15 rebounds, good stuff. Missed his free throws, but come on, Bam, give us more defensive stats. And Tyler Hero had a great game. I'm surprised he didn't take more shots if you have it going like that. 34 points with 2 threes, but they got blown out. They lost by 20 points. Kyle Lowry had 5 steals. That's good. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. This is why we love Kyle Lowry. In fantasy, provides so many different categories. Some nights he's going to have 2 points and 5 assists, but he can always chip in the threes, the steals, and the blocks as well. And he's a good rebounder too, as a little guard. Let's go to the last game of the night. The Denver Nuggets lost to Dallas Mavericks at home, 116-115. This is a great win for the Mavericks, who has been, for the most part, around 500 mark. And this game, Tim Hardaway Jr. did it again. He has to be picked up. He's starting. He's just playing, shooting the ball super well. Try to sell high on him at the same time. He's not going to be this hot all year. And I don't think his minutes is also guaranteed, like 30 minutes every single night. But he's just been shooting the ball too well. It's hard to give him more minutes and more shots. 3 steals here as well, 6 threes. Dorian Finney-Smith played well, 5 threes, 3 steals, 19 points. He could just be a streamer for steals and threes mostly, and it doesn't really offer much else. Dwight Powell started, played 20 minutes. Not fantasy relevant. We know this guy for years. Every single year he's in this weird spot where he would start, play 20 minutes, and just offer pretty much nothing. Spencer Dinwiddie, 13 and 7 is okay. Luka struggled with his scoring, 22 points with his shot, but still had a triple-double, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, and a block. So overall, not too bad. And we have our friend Christian Wood coming off the bench. Had 27 points, had 2 steals and a block, 6 rebounds. Also, Christian Wood is the guy that, just in a weird situation. He's coming off the bench. It's not guaranteed he gets 30 minutes a night. Most nights he's going to get around 25. Obviously too good to drop, but anytime he plays well, I'll try to sell him. For the Denver Nuggets, Bruce Brown continued to stream this guy with, if Michael Porter Jr. is out, he'll get around 30 minutes. 30 minutes of him is really, oh my God, Bones Highland. But if Bones Highland gets 30 minutes, I think he's a must roster, but too bad, so many nights he gets just 22. But with Michael Porter Jr. out, he's able to play 30 and shows how good he is. Hit 5 threes, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals and a block in real life and fantasy. So we could stream this guy as well. Jamal Murray, meanwhile, struggled pretty hard. At this point, is Bones Highland better than Jamal Murray? We'll see. It's I don't know. Jamal Murray coming back from the injury, maybe to give him more time to ramp up. But this season has not been pretty. But that's kind of expected coming back from the injury like that. KCP had 2 steals and block with 2 threes. Sure, I think KCP is a must roster. Again, but in category at least depend on your team build. He doesn't really turn the ball over. Very, very efficient from the field. Because he doesn't take that many shots, and all the shots are wide open shots. He's going to hit threes. He's going to get defensive stats. Jokic, just not feeling Jokic this year. 19, 8 and 8 and a steal. And they needed him this game, right? It's not like they had a comfortable lead. Not sure what happened. He took only 13 shots while Aaron Gordon had 27. Jokic should be scoring more, to be completely honest. But Aaron Gordon had it going this game, 27 points. But we know how Aaron Gordon, he provides solid counting numbers, but the efficiency at the lack of defensive stats is the concern. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.